Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also, wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that lovely intro. Hello, everyone. This is your friendly neighborhood bumbling bofa raver, the five-time Bumbling Bozos Bozy Awards nominee of 2021. Eric Lima here, coming at you in another episode of WEML TV, Channel 77, my YouTube channel vlog show that could be a Bozy Award nominee of the year of 2022. Who knows for sure? But with the changes I'm making, it may not be, or it could be a Bozy Award for most improved YouTube. Who knows? But however, welcome to the show, and it's episode 1048 of the show, March the 12th, 2022, 9:37 a.m. Now, usually I'd be working around this time, but I'm on vacation. Today is my final day until I go back Monday. Tomorrow, that's my usual day off, but I go back Monday, and lots of stuff going down, lots of changes happening. I'm looking forward to it. Lots of craziness is happening, insane, among not just for me, also for my family, my friends, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. But let's get to SmackDown, shall we? Let's get to SmackDown. And from last night, March the 11th, 2022, the road to WrestleMania continues on, folks. It's forging on as we speak. Brock Lesnar decided to kick off SmackDown, and he was not in a very good mood after what happened to him at the Madison Square Garden after he defended his title against Austin Theory successfully. And the Bloodline jumped him to the point, and he says he wants blood. He's out for blood. He wants blood. He's out for blood. And he's called out Roman Reigns. He got to the point where he's so ticked off that he flung his championship belt, almost hitting Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. They had to duck out of the way. I was like, they ducked, and he flung the belt. I'm like, what the heck? He was that mad, too. I was like, I hope Pat McAfee and Michael Cole are okay. Anyways, so Lesnar calls out Reigns. Paul Heyman interrupts Lesnar, and then when he said, oh, Roman Reigns is not here, Paul Heyman's big mouth almost got into trouble, and I'll explain why. Lesnar looks at Roman Reigns, goes, not Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, he goes, if he's not here, who's protecting you? And it was so funny. Now, I'm very surprised the Usos were there, but they were there for later on, and they didn't protect Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman's like, help, 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 help. He starts running around like he's got to go to the bathroom so bad. And it got to the funny. I think Pat McAfee mentions like squirters or something like that. I don't know. Like he's got the squirters or something. And Brock Lesnar tried to chase after him in the back. Security tried to stop him, but they stopped him enough for Paul Heyman to escape in an SUV and take off. I'm like, good Lord. I'll tell you what, that's going to be very, very insane, to say the least. Well, Megan Morant interviewed Ridge Holland and Sheamus, and they had the sledgehammers. They talked about what they did yesterday. What they did yesterday. No, not yesterday. Last week on SmackDown. What they did to Big E's ATV as a birthday gift to from Kofi Kingston. And it got to the point where, and they had taken on the team of the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston. So Megan Morant asked, what's all about these sledgehammers? No, we got someone that we known for a long time that is more dangerous than these sledgehammers combined. We know because a lot of people know him under a different name, but we call him by his nickname, Butch. In comes in Pete Dunne. I'm like, Butch? Yeah, listen. I mean, Pete Butch Dunne or the Butch Pete Dunne, that would have been a great new name for him, but just Butch? We have a Butch. We had a Butch already, the Butch of the Bushwhackers. You know, come on now. I don't know why they decided to do that, man. You know, I don't know why they did that. They decided to call him just Butch. You know, and he was vicious. He was quiet though too, and there was a scary moment in the match where Ridge Holland suplexed Big E, and Big E landed on his neck. Big E found out he broke his neck, but hopefully he'll be all right. Give a thumbs up. Hopefully we'll be more. And then Pete Dunne was beating the crap out of, or Butch was beating the crap out of Kofi Kingston. I'll tell you one thing, man. With Pete, I call him Pete Butch now, or Pete B. Dunne. Anyways, that's a funny joke. Pete Butch Dunne joining up with Ridge Holland and Sheamus. That's a very, very dangerous team. Very dangerous trio in the long run. Regardless of what the man's name is, the guy, as long as they let him showcase his skills in the middle of that ring, I'm cool. You know, I'll be cool with it. But right now, you know, I know how WWE works. I know how Vince McMahon and his senile mind how he is. But you know, that's the way right now. Listen, I still watch the product because I still watch it. It's for me. To me, it's wrestling. It doesn't matter what anybody else says. You know, I watch WWE, AEW, Impact. I try to watch all the shows. You know what I mean? So, anyways, they got the response from Stone Cold Steve Austin about the KO show invitation, which he accepted, and that means Kevin Owens is in for it now, in very, very deep. Meanwhile, Kayla Braxton interviewed Sami Zayn about Johnny Knoxville, and Sami Zayn's getting his Intercontinental Title rematch on that night. And then she's going to get some footage to show you, and Johnny Knoxville, hey, Sammy, you decided to get my phone number? I don't know how. But I decided to put your phone number out, and you put Sami Zayn's phone number on the play for the whole world to see. Last night I told Jordan, Alex, and Andrew, doing the AEW Rampage live reaction, that had I known this sooner, I would have called up. I would have called up Sami Zayn and said, "Hey, listen, Sami Zayn, you bearded Junior Healy, Ronald McDonald wannabe. Johnny Knoxville's going to beat you at WrestleMania, and that's all I got to say about that." And hang up just quickly, just say something like that. You know, he could have put the, but Sami Zayn, what he could have done, he says, you know what, I can use this and turn this around and put it in a positive where, like, if you call him or you have to, donate money for Sammy for Syria, that he does with helping people, aid people in Syria and all that. And Sammy could have done that, but no, he was too busy complaining and whining about the whole thing, so. And, a six-man tag that was supposed to happen, Drew McIntyre and Viking Raiders versus the Happy Folks, Happy Corbin, Madcap Moss, teaming up with Jinder Mahal. But the Viking Raiders were attacked by Corbin, Moss, Shanky, and Mahal. McIntyre went to go help them out, and then the four men came out, and McIntyre ended up staying tall at the end and holding up his sword. Happy Corbin better be realizing one thing at WrestleMania, when those two gentlemen collide, it is not going to be very pretty. It's going to get bowling shoe ugly, and I think it's going to be insane. And Ronda Rousey comes out to address the crowd about Charlotte Flair and how she's going to beat Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair interrupts Ronda Rousey, talks smack, and then walks away. And then they had another Toyota Tundra off-road commercial with Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura. I like this because I know they're promoting the Toyota Tundra and all that. At the same time, though, it shows the great chemistry that Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura have. And it's really, really cool. You see them just two fellows be mellow and just, enjoy the wilderness and enjoy nature and try some things like surfing and all that. It's really, really cool to see that. And I think the chemistry that Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs had, I like Rick Boogs. He got that charisma. And I think it's really, really cool. So that's why I like it. More on Boogs and Nakamura. Naomi and Sasha Banks took on Shayna Baszler and Natalya, and Carmella and Queen Zelina were scouting the competition at ringside, and Sasha Banks and Naomi did win the matchup. And there's a rumor that Shayna Baszler and Natalya, who basically have trained with each other, could end up being the 14th could end up. The rumors that could end up being a fatal 4-way. We'll find that out later on. Probably next week. I don't know. So it's gonna be something else. Carmella and Queen. No, I already said that. The Usos' penitentiary has been unlocked. That means basically an open challenge to anybody out there. Rick Boogs and Shinsuke Nakamura interrupt the Usos. Rick Boogs came out with a bandaged leg, and and then Jey Uso goes, "Let me tell you something, Peg Leg Pete." He calls Peg. If you could beat Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso goes, "Hey, Peg Leg Pete, if you could beat my brother, the right-hand man, the main event, Jey Uso, you get your tag team title shot." And Boogs did end up winning, showing off that British Bulldog-like strength. Unbelievable. But Boogs, at the same time, untaped his leg. You know, it was all along. He swerved. He outsmarted the Usos. I'm like, that's what do you do, Boogs? And then Jimmy Uso decided to grab Boogs' guitar and smashed him on Boogs. And hopefully Rick Boogs will be okay. Before the Intercontinental Title rematch was about to have Ricochet and Sami Zayn made their entrance, Austin Theory shows up, sits down, in a grumpy, acting like a grumpy Pat McAfee. He goes, "I want to do this." And then Austin Theory says, "Where's your podcast?" And he slaps, Pat McAfee. That idiot, Austin Theory, that big-eared, buck-toothed galoot. Austin Theory, "I'm Austin Theory, let me take a selfie." Oh my God. Please. Austin Theory, shut up already. And then after he slaps Pat McAfee, McAfee jumps over to the announce table, starts beating the crap out of Austin Theory. These two are wrong. Michael Cole's yelling, "Stop, get help." All that, and security had to escort him out. So, then Michael Cole called that matchup, called the Intercontinental Championship matchup on his own, and Ricochet did retain the title over Sami Zayn, so congratulations, Ricochet. Yay, Ricochet. I like Ricochet. He's pretty cool. Cool dude. Like, I'll tell you, Ricochet, man, I'll tell you what, he's quite the ladies' man. He dated Tessa Blanchard. He dated Casey Catanzaro. Now he's dating Samantha Urban, who is a fellow New Bedford native. Cool on Ricochet. If she decided to come back, if Samantha Urban decided to visit New Bedford, and I say, bring Ricochet along, man. I want to meet him. And that way I got my own Intercontinental title. We'll take a picture, It'd be really cool. But might I digress? And to end Friday Night SmackDown, Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair brawled in the back. I'm like, this reminds me of when Becky Lynch was at it in that three, and all under arrest, and they were kicking each other in the police cars, and Ronda Rousey tried to drive the police car. I'm like, oh, it's almost the same. And then Charlotte Flair put like a camel clutch like hold on Ronda Rousey. I tell you, this feud between these two ladies is going to get more vicious as we go on. All right, let's go to NXT Level Up. It's time to level up with NXT. Trick Williams gets a chance to step in the ring, as he always accompanies Carmella Hayes, who's joined on commentary by, I think, Saha Solo and Nigel McGuinness. I think, and so he went up. Trick Williams went up against Guru Raaj and Trick Williams, and some fans were chanting for him, which is really strange. Guru Raaj Williams did pick up the victory over Guru Raaj. Ivy Nile went one-on-one with another newcomer to the women's division, Brooklyn Barlow. And I thought Brooklyn Barlow, she almost looked like Tiffany Stratton. I think they should get her and Tiffany Stratton team up and be like Stratton sisters or something like that. Ivy Nile did beat Brooklyn Barlow. So I thought when I first saw her on the graphic, I'm like, oh, I thought it was Tiffany Stratton. I was like, Ivy Nile is going to tear her apart. But Ivy Nile did win the matchup against the newcomer Brooklyn Barlow. Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen took on the Grizzled Young Veterans, soon to be Zach Gibson. What a goofball. Always in the... And the Grizzled Young Veterans did pick up a victory, outsmarting Briggs and Jensen. Then Fallon Henley, I think she came to the ringside. I think I realized the GYV must have cheated or something like that. But joined Brooks and Jensen in the middle of the ring. It looks like that's a trio. Briggs and Jensen remind me a lot of the APA. Smash mouth in your face like to drink beer, kick some butt. And then, but the only difference is they never had a beautiful young lady like Fallon Henley in their corner. This is going to be a very interesting trio. Be on the lookout. I think they're going to be a fast-rising stars. So that's all the time we have on this show. Episode 1048, SmackDown Level Up, Event Center 4, March the 11th, 2022. On the next episode, AEW Rampage. Live react. I did some for the live reaction. We'll see what happens, all right? So, until then, wish you all the peace, the love, and the blessings from the Lord Jesus Christ, from him to me, and from me to you, all right? I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out for now.